What's going on, everybody? I'm Tanner.
I'm Alexis.
And you're watching another Tech Tip Tuesday. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about loading dirt bikes. So this is something from the beginning of our riding career that's been pretty interesting. The first thing that comes to mind, insert clip here, is your freaking brother showing up to the trails with a freaking 20-inch lift on his Super Duty, trying to unload his bike on a 2x12.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What's up, bud?
Early in the morning.
Worried about your setup. Now look at this.
Shit.
I think we should just watch him.
Just watch. Just record that. Just record that because this is going to be epic.
It won't be the first time it's on the ground.
No, don't help him. Oh, oh.
Lexi would. Somebody might. Somebody might want to help. This is very entertaining, though.
Hey, all
There it is.
right.
For most people, I guess it's not an easy task.
So as you can see here, I don't even know if I'm in the frame actually, but there's like a foot and some change between the two of us.
Yeah, there's a whole 16 inches.
So I'm 6'4" with a freaking huge inseam, and she is 5 foot flat. That's all
I've
she's
got.
got. So it's a little bit more difficult, obviously, for the shorter people, and I completely get that. So today we're really going to show her how to properly load a dirt bike because honestly, for the most part, I've had trailers over the years, man. I prefer trailers. They're a lot more convenient.
We've seen some people take some like nasty spills or like a lot of almost drops loading bikes into trucks. So
Yeah, Jeff,
Yeah.
I remember him dumping it several. He always struggles, man. He always struggles, so he definitely comes to mind. Dude, I've seen so many videos just circulating the internet of people
be me.
just completely wrecking themselves loading bikes. And there is a proper way to do it. Practice makes perfect, and the more you do it, the better that you're gonna get at it. And ultimately, it comes down to a lot of clutch control because the method I use and prefer to use involves the bike being turned on and you using the throttle to get it up in there, which is the easiest way to do it. Don't try to push the thing up like
do you
in
feel like
neutral.
a lot of people do that, or do you feel like a lot of people just try and push it?
No, I would say that 95%
Okay.
of riders have the bike on
Okay.
and are
I was just curious.
riding it up in there. There's a bunch of different ramp options out there. You know, you can get as crazy as you want to with spending money on ramps.
Upward of $1,000, like.
Yeah. And I know the Dirtbike channel, he uses a really cool one which actually has stairs on the side. And that one, if you want to spend the money,
I'll need it.
that is the easiest way to do it. But for me, the system that I use, it kind of mimics that. Other ramps that I can think of, man, we've used a lot of things over the years. The good old 2x12s.
A lot of people use a bucket to step up on. Jeff has done that.
And I mean, that's what I was gonna do in today's video, but we just got another package in.
Ta-da! I've actually never seen one of these be used in person that I know of, but we were like, we don't have a bike stand with us, and we were ordering some parts, some goodies to come, and I was like, they make one that folds, which is really convenient because bike stands are kind of large and trying to fit it somewhere, so it's been nice and compact. Woo! Nice and thin.
Is that a whiteboard?
It kind of looks like it.
Write your number on there.
No, we need a big old Adventure Daily sticker on there.
Coming soon.
Nice.
Honestly, this thing's pretty dope.
Let me.
Pretty sturdy.
Yeah, this is definitely sturdy. It's rated for 552 pounds, so I think I'm well underneath the limit.
I hope so.
I think it's pretty nifty. It was like $75, so I think it's well worth it.
Link in the description, dude. So far, this thing looks awesome. Super compact.
It's pretty big. Like the base is what? Maybe like 10 by 10 square?
Yeah, I mean, it's literally just the size of your average motocross stand. You can also use a 5-gallon bucket. So yeah, there you go for a size comparison. The stand is definitely higher. And the thing about the 5-gallon bucket, dude, is it's a little wobbly.
A little wobbly, and the center is definitely a little sketch.
So honestly, that's what I was going to use before this came. And actually, I do something different altogether that involves these two ramps right here. All right, so this is what I found is the easiest for me. Now have a little bit of space between them, not too much, and you're literally just going to have your bike over here and walk the thing up. Now this might be easier for you because you're gonna have a hard time reaching the handlebars when you're down there on the stand.
And trying to step.
We'll try both, but this involves a lot of clutch control. You wanna carry momentum though, so it's a balance. I'll kind of show you how that looks. Also guys, you gotta watch the ends of these. If you're on asphalt, don't even think about it because they will slip right out. Trust me, I've done it. Helps to warm the bike up a little bit so it's not gonna stall on you, but we're just gonna send it. But the biggest thing is the momentum with this. You gotta commit. Don't stop halfway up the ramp or you're gonna hurt yourself. So just have it in first gear, walk it up, not too much gas really at all.
Makes it look so easy.
And just like that, strap her down and she's good to go.
So you kind of started kind of far back. Do you like recommend that you start that far back?
Yeah, I mean, it helps to have a run up, just kind of get your speed right and keep your momentum, because that's the biggest thing. As you see, I didn't stop at all. I just walked the thing right up there. It's a combination between me pushing, but mostly just the bike driving itself up in here. And yeah, I use the exact same method for unloading, which I'll show you. Bike does not have to be on for this. Definitely don't need it on. I would keep it in first gear though, when you're unloading, because it can be kind of hard sometimes. The brake will be slipping and you can't really access the rear brake. So when in doubt, just let out the clutch a little bit, and while you're in first gear, it'll bind up and stop rolling. For me, by far, this is the most convenient. This is the easiest. The 2-ramp method is what I use, and it's what, a fifth of the price compared to the ladder ramp. So on a budget, I definitely recommend this. Shout out to Harbor Freight, man, hit me with that sponsor. And I'll kind of demonstrate really quick what I mean about the clutch, because sometimes your front wheel will just start to slide like it is right now. So if you let out on the clutch, I mean, the bike's not going anywhere. So just go ahead and do that. And this is easier by far than loading. Alexis will have no problem doing this. It's just all about balance, and just back her on out of there. I'll go ahead and do that one more time. Once again, guys, it just takes practice. I mean, you can literally do this before you go ride. Just practice 10 different times, and that way you don't look like an idiot when you pull up to the trails and dump your bike. See, that time I got a little bit carried away. But the momentum thing, it helps. Like, I felt way more confident doing that rather than going up slow. So you have to commit. That's the biggest thing with riding in general, is commitment. Don't half-ass it or you're gonna hurt yourself. I'm gonna do the bucket method, then we'll use the stand method, and then I'm gonna flip things around and have Alexis do this. Now I'm gonna demonstrate the bucket. Done this a few times in a pinch. If you only wanna carry one ramp or you don't have the room for two, maybe this is all you got. You know, you can make it work, but this is not easy for the vertically challenged, so. Stalled out. I want to put that in there because that's what happens, but thankfully I was up in enough to where I didn't crash, so.
But you can definitely tell how high up you are reaching when you like are still on the ground when you go to step on that bucket.
Exactly, and
Like,
I mean, even stepping off of this, good luck if you're, you know, a little bit shorter in the legs. So as you can see, even for me, that is just way sketchier than the ramp method. I think the stand's gonna be a lot better, so we'll get this thing the hell out of here. Ah. See what I'm saying though? Like, going down is the easy part. Oh shit!
Oh God.
Handlebars got me tied up there, but like, see, Alexis wouldn't be able to do this.
No.
Like, I'm almost on my tippy toes, so.
When the bike's like that, my head comes up to like the engine.
Yep, I definitely have way more faith in this stand, and honestly, this was a good investment. This thing's awesome. Nice solid, it's not gonna wash out, flip on you. This has to be a fluid motion. Like, if any of these steps go wrong, you know, it can be a bad day. Boom, still not my favorite. I prefer the ramp method. I think that's what we'll start Alexis on, because this honestly just takes practice. I've done it so many times. I'm actually gonna show you that I can load it without anything at all. But once again, the unloading is easy, just don't get cocky.
Now this is for only the very vertically
Inclined.
yeah. Woo! Nice little hop in there.
That's a flex.
Who needs the gym, right?
About to slide off, so I'm gonna adjust it a little bit. Oh shit, don't try this at home. Up my fork leg a little bit. It's all good, I'm getting white ones anyways. Husqvarna, a piece of shit. Sell it next week. We're gonna have Alexis try the stand method, but we'll start it off with the ramp. Before that, whoa, Getting ahead of ourselves here. I'm about to show you expert mode.
You have to put the like GTA like expert level unlocked or like the video game.
Woo!
Wow.
No drama involved. So honestly, I've loaded my bikes like that several times as well. I don't recommend it. Things can go south. I've seen the ramps kick up and hit people in the face. So don't recommend it, but it can be done. And if you have the skills, it's pretty damn easy. You wanna try it, Lex?
I'll pass
Okay.
for today.
Not in your first lesson?
Yeah, we'll take it one step at a time. Unless you want a missing back windshield from your truck.
Oh, Jesus, not really. You ready?
I'm ready.
Set your ramp up.
Okay. 1, 2.
You happy with it?
I think so.
One other thing, guys, it doesn't hurt to wear gear. So as gooberish as it sounds, some knee pads, some gloves might not be out of the question for this. You gonna full sender?
I don't know. Now you got me worried.
So I would go ahead and idle your bike for a little bit so it
Okay.
doesn't flame out on you, and just make sure it's warmed up. Doesn't take long out here in the desert. The good old 350 knock, baby. Short people hacks, put it in first. Get her, D's. What are you doing? That's not how to do it. You gotta start at the beginning. All right, you gonna hurt yourself, dude.
His toes are gonna get caught.
God, that made me cringe. All right, so first thing I would do as a progression step is literally just practice walking up, rolling it up just a little bit, and then go back down.
Okay. I think the thing that worries me the most is that my shin to the foot peg is kind of close, and I have a tendency to do that because of my height, like when I get on and off my bike.
Go up and hold it just using the clutch.
My fingers are cramping. I literally can't bend them, they're cramping.
For all my OGs out here with the manual transmission, you'll know what I'm talking about. The engagement point. The engagement point is when the bike starts to go. See, I don't even have to use the gas to get it to go. All right? Essentially, that's what I want you to do here so you can learn. That's what's gonna keep you in control.
Okay.
Because, dude, if you just get on here and you give it throttle, I'm gonna need a new back glass and potentially a new roof. So you should be able to just do this and just rock it back and forth. That's a good progression step in learning how to do this. But this is all just with the clutch. So you just wanna be able to do that. And then, you know, you're gonna have to give it a little bit, but dude, I almost got it up in there without even using it.
Gotcha.
I don't know that it's possible. I'm kind of curious. So I got it all the way up here without using the throttle, and that's a big lesson, man. Because I've seen a lot of people, man, just give it the goose, give it the whiskey, and send their bike into frickin' Pluto. I would honestly just not even have my hand on the throttle. I just put it on a seat like that.
I probably have to just because of the weight.
But it's weightless. Like right now, it's completely weightless. Just let it lean over on you just a little bit. And whatever you do, just let the bike fall. Don't go reaching over here, because then you're gonna go to Neptune. That's a really good clutch engagement practice right there. Now hold it there. Let it back and go up again. Let out, let out.
That was just because my hand's
You see
there.
what I'm saying though? That can be a
Yeah,
problem.
I know.
Now hold it there. Good job. You take a break?
Yeah, for a second. Whew.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know. There's a lot of, like you said, skill to it, but it's not that hard. Like the technique is not hard. It just takes practice.
As with anything, there's a lot of steps that just become natural. Like once you do it, you don't even think about it. There's a lot going on, but you got to combine everything together, but it all starts at the basics. And I've honestly never seen anybody do it that way, and I think that is a really good clutch engagement lesson. Because a lot of people, man, don't know how to use the clutch. You know, you can teach someone to ride in a matter of 10 minutes. But as far as knowing how to master the clutch, that is a skill. So I think this is a really good exercise, actually.
I agree.
Because when we're always screaming, at people to let off the clutch,
And I definitely have trouble with that. I know that.
you can learn why we're saying that, because you're cutting the power, but also learning how to slip the clutch to get more traction. We're gonna have a bunch of these videos and more riding based tips, but for now, yeah, I think this is gonna help a lot of people. So I like doing it this way because it keeps you off of the throttle and focused on the clutch. Like I noticed when she had her hand on the handlebars and she was still trying not to, like it's easier said than done. Also a big thing that I noticed is she's not hitting it straight on every time. She kind of has her ass in at an angle, like it's not even gonna hit the ramp there, so, but it's kind of a bad habit. You always wanna be hitting this thing straight on. And she's down. This is her first time lifting the 350.
Oh, poor baby. I don't like doing it this way because it hits my butt. Oh.
It hits your butt?
That worked.
Yeah, that was perfect. What happened there?
I got nervous, so I pulled it in.
There you go. Keep the brake out. It's got to be really gentle so it doesn't hop. Now you're just going to rock it up and down. Hey, sit. Sit your ass down. Stay.
My hand's like stuck like this.
Come here, Deez. Come here. But see, that's where the engagement point comes into play. It's because you're worried about the throttle. That's not what you should be worried about. Like I can rev it to the moon. But not whiskey throttle it.
Right,
Because it's
the
in the clutch. So you can just start it and then worry about the clutch. These ramps, even with the grooves that they have, the tire's slipping a little bit. So you just have to be so gentle with applying power. And this is what I've noticed Jeff do, is he gives it too much gas and then it'll slide off of the ramp. So it's just really, really low inputs.
I think I'm just worried that if I step on this, I'm not gonna have like the control like I am right here. I guess when it leans, like I just like have
So you got to lean it just a little bit to your side.
Right.
So that way you don't have to worry about it flipping over, because
Yeah.
you're going to stop the bike. You're not going to be able to catch it if it goes too far over on
Right.
that side. So you just want to lean it over.
See, this is just where, yeah, I get nervous.
Yeah, ultimately I think we figured out one of the best clutch exercises. So if you need some clutch work, I recommend this.
5 hours later.
That's the thing, is mentally you know it, you just got to practice it.
Right, 100%.
Do I think that she could do it right now? Probably, but it'd be very sloppy and borderline dangerous. So ultimately, I think we're gonna wait, come back to this at a later date when she's a little bit more prepared and has practiced some more, and we're gonna have a lot more riding tips and things like this to come, so.
Like I said, I think I could do it. I think I could have done it from the very beginning, but
Right.
I like to feel more confident about it. So
Yeah.
in the future, like maybe I could do it now, yeah, but maybe in a week I go to do it and I screw up because I was just trying it as I thought I could without really practicing the skills.
I definitely don't want you to try it if you're not comfortable. And based on what I've seen, you're not ready. So that's that balance point right there. That's why when you're worried about it going side by side, you just have to keep it at that point.
Right.
See if you can get it to balance completely. That was cool enough. But yeah, if you let it over too far this way, I would say you'd be able to recover it up until like right there. So if you just have it a little bit this way to where if you do get slippery, then it's, you
Right.
can use your hips, use your legs to stop it. So we essentially dug a hole here from practicing. So instead of setting up a different location, I think we're gonna call it at that, guys. But yeah, as you can see, there's a little bit more involved with loading a bike than some people may think. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I hope this helped you a little bit. This is like step one of the progression, and she'll get out here, practice some more, and we'll definitely have a follow-up video, so that's kind of exciting too. You get to see the progress of her learning how to do this. But do you have anything else or any value you want to provide? Because I'm sure a lot of girls out there are going to see this, and shorter guys too. Like, it's difficult. Like I said, I definitely have the height advantage, but then again, I know what to do with my clutch and my throttle and tying everything together.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of practice. Like you said, it'd probably help if I've actually rode this bike more than just in a circle. So hopefully once I get more comfortable with the clutch and everything else, more practice. That's like all I can say.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, not a hard thing to learn. It's just once you have the skills and practicing it, then it'll come easy. It's, like you said, muscle memory.
Are you disappointed at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like my hand hurts so bad right now.
Yeah.
And I just think that it's practice, and I would way rather feel more confident in doing so than, because like we talked about, I think I could get it up there, but just because I could get it up there today doesn't mean the next time I don't know what I'm doing and I'm just winging it again.
Exactly. Doing something and knowing how to do it are two different things. So
Sure.
I'm happy that she did make that decision to wait, and stuff like this is humbling. It's not as easy as you may think. So I hope this provided value to some of you. Comment down below, let me know if you have any other techniques that may help, any ramps that you use, or a combination of things that may help somebody else.
Be sure to stay tuned for when I actually do it.
Yeah, but thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support. Until the next one, we'll see you then.
Peace.